Wouldn't it be great if you could ask your data anything at any time? Like, how are sales this quarter? How's the new marketing campaign performing? What does the overall health of the company look like? And actually get answers right away with charts and graphics and actionable information. You can with Domo's AI and data products platform. Domo lets you channel AI and data quickly, securely, and innovatively to deliver measurable insights wherever and whenever you need them. Anyone on your team can use Domo to easily prepare, analyze, visualize, automate, and distribute data, all amplified by AI. Domo goes beyond productivity. It's designed to transform your processes, helping you make smarter and faster decisions and drive real growth. All powered by Domo's trust, flexibility, and years of expertise in data and AI innovation. The world's best companies rely on Domo to make smarter decisions. See how Domo can help transform yours. Learn more at ai.domo.com. That's ai.domo.com.
The Agile Brand.
Welcome to Season 6 of the Agile Brand, where we discuss marketing technology and customer experience trends, insights, and ideas with enterprise and technology platform leaders. We focus on the people, processes, data, and platforms that make brands successful, scalable, customer-focused, and sustainable. This is what makes an Agile brand. I'm your host, Greg Kihlstrom, advising Fortune 1000 brands on MarTech, marketing operations, and CX, best-selling author and speaker. The Agile Brand podcast is brought to you by TechSystems, an industry leader in full-stack technology services, talent services, and real-world application. For more information, go to teksystems.com. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that my latest book, Priority is Action: 7 Principles for Better Strategies, Decisions, and Outcomes, is now available. In it, I give ideas and insights for leaders and teams that need to make meaningful progress on their priorities. After all, our priorities are what we do, not what we say we'd like to do. You can find Priority is Action on Amazon or learn more on my website, gregkihlstrom.com. Now let's get on to the show. Today we're going to talk about predictive real-time marketing ROI, what it is, how to get there, what's blocking many brands from achieving it, and what it looks like to start realizing this North Star goal. To help me discuss this topic, I'd like to welcome Guan Wang, Senior Director, Global Marketing Intelligence at Snowflake. Guan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Greg. It's my pleasure to be on this show.
Yeah, looking forward to talking about this with you. Why don't we get started with you giving a little background on yourself as well as what you're currently doing at Snowflake?
Sure. I am an empathetic builder at the intersection of AI and machine learning and go-to-market. I'm passionate about building data products, high-performing teams, driving consistent business results, as well as delivering the best customer experience for customers. After spending over a decade in the tech industry, building data products, AI machine learning applications, and go-to-market across the full customer lifecycle, from high-growth startups to Fortune 100 tech companies, I've been building this global marketing intelligence team at Snowflake since 2020. So on a strategic level, our team's vision is to predict real-time marketing ROI to dynamically optimize all Snowflake marketing programs. And ultimately, we want to disrupt the aged B2B marketing analytics industry. On a tactical level, our team drives the roadmap via 5 pillars: thought leadership, enablement strategy, business intelligence, AI and machine learning, as well as application development. We have built lots of cutting-edge applications. My team actually has been writing our Snowflake for Marketing book, which is expected to launch the second half of this year. And we're also trying to take some of the internal applications and solutions to market. In my spare time, I've been serving as advisor to technology startups, particularly in Silicon Valley. And I'm also a limited partner at Stage 2 Capital Capitalist, as well as I've been volunteering for some Asian American communities over the last 4 or 5 years.
Great. Well, welcome to the show, and definitely, I think you're the right person to talk about this topic here. So let's get started by talking about the North Star, so to speak. So predictive real-time marketing ROI. And while that includes more than a couple buzzwords, it's also a really exciting area to explore. So let's unpack this a little bit. Can you take us step by step through what exactly predictive real time marketing is?
Yeah, sure, Greg. Real-time predictive marketing is a strategy that uses data analytics and I even, more nowadays AI and machine learning to make real-time, predictions and even, decisions to drive marketing actions. It could involve analyzing data in real time to understand or predict the future outcomes and also adjust marketing tactics accordingly. And this approach is not new, to be honest, but it allows marketers to develop personalized campaigns, content, and message to engage customers and prospects based on real time insights and intent to really increase the likelihood of marketing engagement. I think there's a few steps I can share how to build predictive real time marketing.
Yeah.
First, we need to align with marketing executives and stakeholders to define what are the key business objectives. Taking Snowflake as example, one of our main marketing objectives is to meet and exit sales pipeline every single quarter. So this has been, one of the key business objectives since I joined Snowflake in 2020. Second, as marketers, we're dealing with a lot of data and tools and applications. So really important for us is to bring all this data from third party and first party platforms and applications to one data platform. I think a great example since I'm working Snowflake is to bring all your data to Snowflake. My team actually managed more than 3,000 tables at Snowflake. So think about tables. Each table could have, 1,000 columns. That's how huge amount of data my team manages Snowflake. And once you have all the data in one platform, you actually could leverage modern tools or applications to transform the data and even do feature engineering to make the data model ready and beyond that, I think you can either choose a third-party predictive analytics tool, or you can build an in-house predictive engine. At Snowflake, my team actually we have made the decision since I joined the company to build everything in-house from scratch. As I mentioned earlier, we're a team of builders. We like build stuff. With the power of Snowflake, we prefer building everything from scratch. So this has been our mantra and our framework from my day one Snowflake.
Yeah. So, and then from the marketer's perspective, what does this look like in practice? How do we both predict and measure real time marketing ROI using some of the methods that you talked about, setting things up?
Yeah, great question. First of all, ROI stands for return on investment. I think most of audience should be familiar with this terminology. Measuring marketing ROI is already very very hard for many companies because data collection and centralized data, monitoring data is already hard. Not to mention predicting marketing ROI, which is even harder. I would say there's a few, critical components in order to achieve this predicting, real-time marketing ROI. First of all, we need to bring all available marketing data and also sales and finance and all the relevant data could be customer data as well together to a centralized data platform. Marketing data, that's unpack a little bit. It could include all the digital channel data from Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Reddit, Instagram, etc. But also field marketing events. There could be big events, re-event, or Google Next, etc. And also email engagement, etc. So there's a lot of those type of data spread across all kinds of channels. It could be hundreds actually, as a scale of like a company like Snowflake. And then in addition to that, we need to bring sales data. A lot of data actually lives in CRM platform. The sales data could include sales opportunities, bookings, accounts, revenue, etc. And then On top of that, we also need to bring the finance data, which could include financial forecasts, accounting, journal entry, travel and expenses, purchase orders. So all those data are very, very different, but we need to bring all of them together. To measure the marketing ROI, one of the key things we need to do is to connect all possible marketing data with the finance data to really tie marketing campaigns activities very, very closely with the marketing investments. And then we can build data models to measure marketing's impact throughout the entire sales funnel, which could be sales pipeline creation, bookings or even revenue. So really depends on the company and the business and segment. Once we have a strong data foundation, we're able to link all this data together. The final but really important and really hard thing to do is really, you know, applying more advanced analytics and AI machine learning algorithms to predict the future, which is hard. This is something my team has trying to do over the last almost 4 years, and it's really exciting journey for us to, for example, we are able to predict next 4 quarters day one sales pipeline, which is very, very rare in the B2B industry.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And so, it sounds like definitely some amazing results are possible from that. Where would you say most brands are, when it comes to being able to do this? Where are they kind of in that maturity level?
Yeah. So based on my observation, predicting real-time marketing ROI is, still rare in the industry because most companies still struggling with even centralizing the data and bring the data together. And then a lot of companies don't have the visibility into, their financial data.
Yeah.
That's really the problem. I actually spoke with one of the Fortune 20 companies, very, very big company. And they even have their CMOs actually had a big problem just viewing their marketing investment in real time. One quote I got from remember the head of marketing there is they would spend about 2 weeks and requiring about a team of 10 financial analysts to manually stitch the data together in order to have the visibility into current quarter how much marketing dollars they have
Yeah.
invested across channels. It's just like when the company gets bigger, things are more complex, and getting that view is really hard. But I would say, some industries are a little bit ahead of the rest. These industries could be with better adoption of modern data platforms and architectures. Really, I would say a couple industries such as technology, software, of course, but also financial services, media and entertainment. So those are the three particular industries, based on my observation, are really ahead of the other industries. I would say a great example I would want to share is really Snowflake, because we are able to bring all this data together and have the real-time visibility into our marketing investments.
Wouldn't it be great if you could ask your data anything at any time? Like, how are sales this quarter? How's the new marketing campaign performing? What does the overall health of the company look like? And actually get answers right away with charts and graphics and actionable information. You can with Domo's AI and data products platform. Domo lets you channel AI and data quickly, securely, and innovatively to deliver measurable insights wherever and whenever you need them. Anyone on your team can use Domo to easily prepare, analyze, visualize, automate, and distribute data, all amplified by AI. Domo goes beyond productivity. It's designed to transform your processes, helping you make smarter and faster decisions and drive real growth. All powered by Domo's trust, flexibility, and years of expertise in data and AI innovation. The world's best companies rely on Domo to make smarter decisions. See how Domo can help transform yours. Learn more at ai.domo.com. That's ai.domo.com.
You had given a pretty good outline of what it takes to get to this North Star goal of predictive real time marketing, but I want to talk through because, as you've mentioned, and I certainly know from my consulting work, there's certainly some hurdles to overcome, whether those are technology based or operational or, or other things. So, let's start here by talking about something many of the marketers listening to this are familiar with, and that's data silos. Probably know how we got to this point where data is disconnected, siloed, whether by team, platform, business line, you name it, sometimes all of the above. What's a first step to start getting past this data siloing?
Yeah. So data silo is a big topic for marketers today. Based on the latest MarTech landscape research, there are over 13,000 MarTech solutions in market today, which are essentially creating a lot of data silos and big challenges for marketers to integrate all those applications together. For marketers, I think the only way to solve the data silo problem is to bring the data together from all data sources and centralize in a one, powerful data platform where you can store all kinds of data, structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. I think that's really the starting point how we can all solve this data silo problem.
Yeah, yeah. And what does it look like for those for those that think that sounds really good? It certainly sounds good to me as well. What does it look like when data is connected and unsiloed? What does it look like for those teams that are able to work together, perhaps in better ways and more collaborative ways? Like what are some of those benefits then?
Yeah, I would say if the data, that's the when the data is connected and unsiloed, I would I want to describe that data and information is like water. Basically, information data flows freely between different systems, departments, and sources, within an organization or company. Here's, I think, a few things to really highlight how it looks like once the data is, fully connected and unsiloed. We would have historic and a unified view across all departments, all data teams. Also means we need to have efficient operations powered by data, and third is really from customer angle, personalized customer experiences are really important to understand, customers' needs. And I think there's a common terminology in the market today is the customer 360 that basically will power a lot of personalized customer experience. And the last is high data quality. So data quality is really important, because everything powered by data need to have a data quality, even including AI. That's a big topic. I would say the best teams really doing in this space is leveraging data platforms and from throughout the entire data life cycle, from data ingestion to storage to transformation, all the way to all the consumption, AI, machine learning, and all the data products we could build on top of that. Taking Snowflake as an example, our data teams actually spread across multiple departments, but we collaborate very closely and share all our critical data sets and metrics. Therefore, our data teams are fully aligned on data throughout this company.
Yeah, yeah. And so you mentioned AI just now as well, and I wanted to get to that as well, and get back to the predictive aspect we've been talking about, and how AI based methods and particularly machine learning help here. So, as we did talk about it a little bit, but I doubt any marketer would disagree with the idea that more good data is a good thing. But there's several aspects to collecting, measuring, analyzing, and ultimately utilizing that good data. So where do you think the biggest disconnect is currently for marketers in the enterprise amongst those areas of collecting, measuring, analyzing, and utilizing? And is it getting better, or is more data simply making the problem more difficult to solve without the right tools?
Yeah, I think the biggest disconnect for marketers in especially in the enterprise often lies ability to effectively collect analyze and even utilize the data they collect. A couple common challenges. As I mentioned earlier, data quality actually is a big challenge for a lot of companies because there are so many marketing applications, and not all those marketing applications would produce high quality data. That's number one challenge. Number two is data integration. How marketers can bring all this data from various sources, such as CRM systems, social media, websites, email. The applications are very fragmented, and that's really the second challenge. The third one would be infrastructure. Analyzing large volume data from all these data sources, and also we a lot of companies don't have the talent and experts to be able to utilize the data they collect from all those various data sources. And then the last two things I'll mention quickly is the data literacy, because marketers traditionally are not really data driven. So how can we, as a data professionals, to educate and enable marketers to be data driven is really important. And then, as we all know, data privacy and compliance are quite important as well. How the data being used for different marketing purposes, really, really critical. I want to give a quick example.
Yeah.
My team, actually Snowflake, we built a marketing intelligence navigator, which this application does is it scans through over 100 marketing dashboards and more than 13 Streamlit applications. And what it does is brings all of these dashboards and applications into one UI, where our marketers can really figure out what are the top 5 or top 10 relevant dashboards applications are relevant to me. And then the underlying technology, we use something called Snowflake Cortex. It's an AI product Snowflake announced last year to really provide, this app really provides personalized recommendations on data products my team built, and just make the navigation much easier without asking question or asking anyone. It just provides a personalized recommendation.
Yeah. I've seen some write-ups on that, and definitely, I think that's to your point. Not everybody on a marketing team is a data scientist, but they can become more data literate, as well as, I think what you're talking about here is also offering more self-service capabilities to marketing teams so that they don't have to be a data scientist or have to wait on a data or engineering team to get them what they need. And so definitely, I think that's a great step. And in addition to that, another, talking about disconnects, another one of the disconnects that I've seen is, beyond seeing the results and even getting more intelligence on which results should be focused on, there is often a disconnect between analysis of the data as well as the feedback loop of, what exactly do we do, and how do we enact some of the learnings that we've gotten from data. So, to me, feeding the analysis back into predictive analytics helps to solve a very real problem of, the human teams, they've got their day jobs, which is to run marketing campaigns and do all of that and get them out and running. And then on top of that, they're often then tasked with being a manual feedback loop, unless there's something automated in place. So, the question here would just be, is predictive analytics and creating that feedback loop, is that the solution to some of these manual disconnects of, again, marketing teams having to analyze and then, refactor in any learnings?
Yeah, great question. I can give some input on
Yeah.
this question. My team have built actually a lot of end-to-end machine learning applications throughout the entire customer journey. We're in the B2B business, so a couple examples including segmentation, personalization, lead scoring, account scoring, sales pipeline forecasting, as well as marketing attribution. So end-to-end means, for those folks who are not in the data space, means little or no human interaction with fully automated prediction processes. And then, really I think all of us know AI and the large language model really start rise about 1.5 years ago. My team particularly were able to increase the efficiency of the machine learning models and data quality to improve the model outputs. Sharing an example recently from my team, we built a legitimate lead scoring applications based on Snowflake Cortex, as I mentioned earlier, an AI product Snowflake announced recently. And we leveraged Mistral 7 billion model to improve lead scoring quality at scale by removing 14% of bad quality leads based on first name, last name, company, and job title, which is a great example to demonstrate how the industry actually can leverage AI and large language to improve the existing processes. So this is something we recently launched, and we're already seeing the results right away.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Guan, thanks so much for joining the show. One last question before we wrap up here. You've given a lot of great advice and great insights already. What is one next best action that you would recommend for those listening who want to take a step towards incorporating more predictive analytics into their marketing work?
Yeah, so I would like to actually share two small tips.
Yeah.
So first of all, my first tip for everyone, marketing, data, sales, whoever is listening, we expect to launch the Snowflake for Marketing book in the second half of the year. I strongly suggest all you guys check out this book, which has a lot of details how we're able to build powerful marketing applications, and data products and the AI ML applications from scratch. Second tip for the data teams who work very closely with marketing. So, not only building great data products and AI machine learning applications is critical, but also remember making efforts to enable marketers to feel comfortable using your data products and AI machine learning applications is equally important. Greg, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out that book as well. But great insights. Again, I'd like to thank Guan Wang, Senior Director, Global Marketing Intelligence at Snowflake, for joining the show. You can learn more about Guan and Snowflake by following the links in the show notes. Thanks again for listening to The Agile Brand, brought to you by Tech Systems. If you enjoyed the show, please take a minute to subscribe and leave us a rating so that others can find the show more easily. You can access more episodes of the show at www.gregkillstrom.com. That's GregKihlstrom.com. While you're there, check out my series of best-selling Agile Brand guides covering a wide variety of marketing technology topics, or you can search for Greg Kihlstrom on Amazon. The Agile Brand is produced by Missing Link, a Latina-owned, strategy-driven, creatively fueled production co-op. From ideation to creation, they craft human connections through intelligent, engaging, and informative content. Until next time, stay agile.
The Agile Brand.